Hello everybody and welcome to a Industry Potatoes trailer breakdown. Kong Skull Island 2017 release date. This movie is supposed to be the remake, or the supposed to be complete remake of King Kong from the Jack Black one back in I think like 2008, 2006, somewhere around then. This one's going to be, instead of a regular fat gorilla, this one's actually a 100-foot tall silverback gorilla. Silverback. I don't really know what people consider King Kong to be, but I am actually extremely excited to see how because this movie might actually combine Godzilla and King Kong into one select film. I believe Legendary Pictures is actually helming the project for this movie, and I am extremely excited because Legendary Pictures does a bang-up job with all their films, and eventually they will hopefully, bring up things together. Let me check real quick. Yes, done by Legendary right there. And done by Warner Brothers too. Yep, March 17th release. Let's go ahead and get on into this real quick.
It's a survey job. Just chopper them in and out.
Okay, so one thing I'm having. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mention this right now. So if it's a survey job on a planet that they don't know, now given the fact that this, let me go ahead and rewind. This island doesn't look inhabited. Look at the slope. That's a regular sized cruiser, looks like battle cruiser at least. There's 4 here, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 helicopters doing a survey job. I don't think you need that many helicopters, or you even need a military presence for a survey job. Samuel L. Jackson, of course, is in this one. And Tom Hiddleston, too. Oh, everybody's all happy until shit hits the fan. I just don't understand, when is this taking place? This is taking place around the same time of Godzilla, maybe. I don't really know. But really, I don't understand this. Nice change from background to foreground. That's a nice transition right there. Big motherfucking tree. Palm tree, nonetheless. And, now I'm confused. Is this taking place in Vietnam or something?
You are going to tell me everything.
Samuel Jackson gets mad because they don't know, and John Goodman does.
Or I'm going to blow your head off.
Yeah, he will, because he's fucking serious about that shit too. But yeah, listen, Legendary Pictures.
This planet doesn't belong to us.
See, I'm kind of confused. So there's Tom Hiddleston and then there's John Goodman. John Goodman looks like an adventurer, or he looks like someone who, archaeologies and shit like that. Tom Hiddleston looks like someone who, does other shit, but he's also got a gun, and I guarantee he probably picked up a gun from one of the dead Marines that were there. But my question also is, why is there a military presence when it's only a survey job? And with this old camera right here, when is this movie taking place at one timeline? And I'm just, these are questions that I would like to have answers, in the film, or, at some point in time.
Belong to us.
And he's not just a regular sized gorilla, as you saw. He's not King Kong size like the original film. He is a 100-fucking-foot gorilla. That is a big goddamn handprint. Which leads me to say the next question is, how in the fuck has he not been noticed yet? Boats and shit go all along coastlines and plains and shit like that, do all the time. And if it's a 100-foot gorilla, how do they not notice it? But once again, I'm putting reality to, non-fiction, so. Bones and shit. What are they burning?
Species owned this earth long before mankind.
This looks like an old temple of some sort. Like an old boat, maybe. And then we get to some inhabited looking kids, which in the old, King Kong, the Seventh Wonder of the World, the first part of the film was basically natives to this location, and as you can tell, he's got paintings all over him of probably their native language and shit like that, to the point where they, worship the shit out of King Kong. They probably protects the fuck out of him and whatnot. But I wonder if they'll have like a violent presence.
I spent 30 years trying.
Now, the one thing I do have an issue with is, okay, so they're all looking that way, and they all turn around and shoot. And the one thing is her angle is angling not too high up, but to the point where she's got pictures, and I don't know, the film's gonna be.
I spent 30 years trying to prove the truth.
What truth?
Monsters exist.
What kind of monsters? These are all questions that I want answered.
Don't go into someone's house unless you're picking a fight.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just rewind real quick. This shot right here is actually a pretty decent shot. How King Kong is silhouetted by the sun in the background. That's actually a pretty neat cinematic view right there. And I don't know. It looks like a fantastic film. It looks like it's basically following the same settings, or at least visually the same setting as the original King Kong, except King Kong was smaller in this one, and he's a 100-foot giant in this one, giving him that edge he needs for when he goes against Godzilla, because I believe Godzilla is probably around the same height as King Kong. Yep, and the producers of Godzilla, because they'll eventually combine themselves.
Is a monster from some bygone era.
That's some good music.
That man.
And you got, yep, Samuel L. Jackson's an angry motherfucker. God, they do like the silhouettes. Shit at somebody. Looks like they're fighting. And sorry, that didn't mean to press back 10 seconds. This part right here looks like they're fighting for some reason, probably over something stupid. That might be Tom Hiddleston, that might be Samuel L. Jackson, or something like that. And there's King Kong. Go ahead and just rewind real quick so you guys get a nice view of that. This bitch is big. Like, there's his eyes right here. His nose right there. Here's his ear. There's his ear. This is going to be a fantastic film. Even if it's not a fantastic film, it will be a great segue into Kong vs. Godzilla or something like that. Or, if they decide to do, Pacific Rim style shit where they put Godzilla versus Kong versus America or versus, humanity or something like that. Instead of, trying to build some sort of conflict like this. I'm actually very, very excited for this film. It's been a while since I've been excited for a film kind of like this, because every other film has been superheroes or, something else. It's been, just basically over the top on shit. But God, this film looks great. It's gonna be. I hope it turns out to be a pretty amazing film. I'm actually kind of a fan of it. The way they have it looking, the way they have everything set up, looks like a Vietnam era film, which isn't bad. Depending on what era and time they're having this take place, it looks like a Vietnam style film. The flamethrowers, the weaponry, their looks. The camera, everything else kind of looks like a Vietnam-esque. The one thing that I do have kind of an issue with is as to why there is a military presence when they're trying to do an excavation site, or they're trying to do a survey. I can see them, I can see if they're going to go ahead and segue in a kind of Vietnam-esque, that they're going to be kind of hesitant, give us this backstory as like, there might be Viet Cong here, or, something stupid like that, to the point where they're like, oh yes, it makes sense for us to bring a military presence with us when we're trying to survey something for, military purposes, or however else the producers and director and everybody's just going to try and put things in there. But I'm actually kind of excited for this film. Tom Hiddleston's a fantastic actor. John Goodman's a fantastic actor. And Samuel L. Jackson is a badass actor. It's going to be fantastic to see this film on the big screen and to hear the sounds. If you guys didn't hear the music before, try and go back in the video and just listen to some of the music. The music in this film is going to be very, very good. The tone that it's going to bring to this film is going to be probably one of the top 10s. And I'm actually extremely excited to see how this thing turns out. The only issue that I'm kind of going on with, which is as to why there's a military presence and as to where they are in this world. And then what time? As I said, probably a Vietnam style, but we'll have to see how it turns out. But if you guys have any ideas or speculations, go ahead and hit me up in the comments below. And if you guys can leave a like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be fantastic, so I can keep doing these trailer breakdowns. And we will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.